In the midst of sermon writing the other day, I needed lunch. I'm sure a lot of us feel that way right now. I needed lunch and I had nothing in the house, so I grabbed a couple pieces of American cheese from the fridge and 2 slices of bread from the freezer. I melted too much butter in a pan and set about making grilled cheese. The smell of brown butter and bread brought me back to my grandmother's apartment in Riverdale, when she used to make Rachel and me grilled cheese when we would spend the afternoon with her when we were little. For a moment, time collapsed on itself, and the past felt present. I do not wear a watch very often, only when I have a busy day or need to keep track of time during services. Otherwise, I look at my phone or my computer or the clock on my shelf or the one in the car or on the microwave or any of the dozens of clocks around and about. The other day, I wore my watch and someone complimented it. A simple silver and gold-colored Seiko. No jeweler would pay anything for it. But it is invaluable to me. It belonged to my grandfather. The compliment took me back to sitting on the couch with my grandfather as he read fairy tales, his watch reflecting the light from the lamp on the ceiling. For a moment, time collapsed on itself, and the past felt present. Last week, I was at the cemetery in Paramus for a congregant's funeral. Most of my family is buried at that cemetery, so after the funeral, I went to visit their graves. At my Uncle Henry's grave, I pulled out my cell phone and listened to the birthday message that he left for me on February 24th, 2015. The recording brought me back to decades of birthday calls from Henry, his story of the day I was born, and his distinctive voice. For a moment, time collapsed on itself, and the past felt present. All of us who have loved and lost, all of us who have bid a final farewell to loved ones, know these moments. Moments when our loved one feels present. Moments when we feel that when we turn around, our dear one will be standing right there. Moments when we reach for the phone to tell that person a story from our day. They are moments of heart-rending joy, sorrow and longing mixed in equal measure, with love and soft memory. Sometimes they manifest out of nowhere, catching us off guard with a smile or a tear. And sometimes we seek those moments out, cooking a favorite dish, wearing a gift from them, kindling holiday lights in their candlesticks, or visiting the cemetery. This afternoon, as one community of grief and memory, we seek out those ephemeral connections that link us to our dearly departed. We will sit and reflect, just as those we remember remembered their loved ones on Yom Kippur's past. Perhaps a strain of music, a phrase of poetry, or some words of Hebrew will bring us back to a moment with our loved ones, and for a moment, time will collapse on itself. The past will feel present, and we will feel our loved one's warm embrace. Our Yizkor service, page 541.